Battlefield. Look, platform, I'm not a nigga that you can cap on. Gat drawn, black on my ops and leave they back gone. Gat strong, Metal Gear Solid and it is that long. Mask on, I'm a street fighter, just call me Capcom. I take bits, was a bloodhound way before Apex. Warzone, Resident Evil, but I'ma say less. Bang sets, League of some legends, man, I just can't rest. God War, I go Chronos and get my chains back. Don't cut me off, just cut me back on. Broadcast, you can see me on the platform. Danny Boy.
Which two is another one? Don't sleep.
Oh my God, Coco is.
Okay.
Something else.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the platform. Yeah, we are in this bitch. We are going to talk Suicide Squad or lack thereof. We're going to talk Neil Druckmann.
Nah, there you got to stop doing that.
We're going to talk about him and Last of Us Part 3. We're going to talk about Dragon Ball Sparkling WAP. You know, we need that motherfucker.
What?
We need.
I didn't know that was the title. I didn't know that was the title.
Oh man, that's why I'm buying it.
I thought it was Sparkling Zero.
No, it's Sparkling WAP.
Oh, okay.
Show.
Wrong channel.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and no particular order, starting with Big Mike, aka Thick Mike, aka the Pimp Polyp. Oh, what's up, man?
What up, Pimp Polyp here? How we all doing?
Oh my God.
Oh my
What
God.
up? What up?
Next up, we got a bad Bella in 30K. What's up, Bella?
Yo, what's good, y'all? I'm definitely not playing Power World right now in the background.
Exactly. She's playing Power World right now. Next up, we got Dave D, a.k.a. Wesley Pipes, a.k.a. BET Love Interest. What's up, man?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
I see we got the best mod in the building. Short is extra muted. What up, Short? All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Dan the Man. I'm the host.
Yo.
What's
So
up,
there he is. There he is.
There he is. What's up? I'm Dan the Man. I'm the host here at the platform. And yeah.
What up, Dragoon?
Let's get it. I see folks. What's up, Dragoon? I see you, bro. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk Suicide Squad. Did anybody think this game was going to be massive? Like, did anyone? Like, for real? The review scores right now for Suicide Squad is kind of tragic.
It is.
And I don't know. I'll pull it up for you guys so you can see it here. I do have the Metacritic pulled up right now for Suicide Squad.
Oh, it dropped. It was 63 yesterday. It was 63% yesterday, so it dropped. It's 62 now.
Yikes.
The mixed average is 51%.
I mean, it's mixed.
I'm sorry, 5.1. Yeah.
A lot of positive reviews though on Steam.
Oh, it said, you can't get to it. What's up, Metacritic? You can't get to it? Look, when I go to view all, look, I was trying to see all of them, but now this shit's broken. I guess the same servers that's running Metacritic is running motherfucking Suicide Squad. Anyway, Suicide Squad average review score 62 based on the 23 reviews that are out right now. Whew, yikes. Seems like we've been saying this for the last year since it was announced when they first said it was going to be like a looter shooter type game. David, let me start with you, man, because I know you kind of had like a vested interest in not doing this, but Suicide Squad, this review score, is this surprising or is this something that you kind of expected?
It was surprising before I played it, but after we were in the beta, I felt Anthem all over it. right? I just knew it just because of the way it works. Now, just like Anthem, the traversal was fun, you know what I'm saying? Especially playing as Deadshot. That was more like how Anthem played anyway. You're flying around and kind of dipping in and out. So that kind of like traversal was kind of fun. But man, as soon as I saw the 20th enemy with the purple dot on its back, or the 20th kind of like, you know, hey, you come to the top of this building, you knock down the shield, and then you like protect the thing. After like the 15th of that, I was like, oh man, I was like, I hope the whole game isn't like this. And then when I got 2 legendaries, and the only thing that changed in the legendary was the numbers, like it wasn't shooting flame balls that blew up or nothing, or cluster mine, like it was none of that. It literally was just, you got a gun that shot better. It just had harder hitting bullets, but it didn't.
You know what? I'm with
anything.
you on that, dude, because I hated the modifiers for some of the legendary stuff.
Right.
Like to get some of the legendary modifiers to proc, you had to do kind of some bullshit. Like
because you had the combo, so sometimes you had the melee combo, get them up in the air,
at least 10 combo with shields busted,
busted
in order to do like 50% more
critical damage. Yeah. And and that's when I knew, because remember that's how Anthem's
that's how their weapons
work. Remember, you had the proc. Remember when you had that one weapon that everybody loved when they added that electrical weapon?
Yeah.
The only thing that changed from the legendary variant was when it procced, the crit damage kind of like spread.
Yeah.
But it didn't visually change into like more lightning. It just was just like that move, and that gun did only this type of lightning animation, and that's it. And that is what's up with the suicide. And that's what made me go, this game is going to die. And this is what I was afraid of, because I know WB, if they're going to do this, that means they're a greedy company. And so what I don't want to see is Rocksteady getting layoffs, because I am hearing little birdies that a story is about to come out about the development hell of Suicide Squad. So we already know that it's going to be thrown on the same thing as Outriders, because remember that the development hell there. Remember Anthem's development hell there. Remember fucking the one with Queen Novine. Shout out to Queen Novine. Remember Redfall. Remember the development hell there. Anytime these games drop and they are way worse than we expected, you always look behind the scenes, look past the PlayStation, look past the Xbox, and start saying, well, what happened behind the scene? And you start realizing, oh shit, it was development hell. There was a lot of arguments. There was a lot of back and forth. Because remember, they said they scrapped 2 games. It was reported that 2 games got scrapped because of this.
Well, so, and plus, and me and Big Mike was talking about this, and I'm going to go to you, Big Mike, as well, because you actually had, you got the game. You actually got the full game. We were talking about, the way that the loot is handled, right? I know in the beta before the release, we were talking about an animation. Remember, we said that there's it's like one of those, what is his name? Not Riddler, but
a penguin. Remember the penguin? A pod would come down.
The pods would come down. It would come down like an animation, open up, and then you would get 2 pieces of loot pop out. After finishing a mission. And Big Mike, we were talking about it, and Big Mike said, wait a minute, y'all had an animation? All it does is pops out 2 guns. Or it just pops out the loot. There is no animation this time. So Mike, let me go to you, man.
I can't believe they took that out. That was like a little piece of dopamine to see the box drop.
How many hours do you have in, first of all, so far?
I probably have about, I would say, 7.
Okay, so you got good meaty chunk in.
Yeah.
Honestly, give me the best and worst thing about Suicide Squad right now at the point where you're at.
Right. Well, right now, like I gotta say, I'm only playing as King Shark, and as of right now, from what I've played, the story is really good. I mean, if you're looking for just a good, solid DC story, comic book, or whatever story-driven DC, this is it. It's dark, it's gritty. It just like the game says, kill the Justice League. A lot of people are upset, because that happens. But I haven't fought a boss yet. But
you 7 hours in and haven't even fought the first boss, Flash, yet.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. But like I said, the cutscenes, the transitions to them are really, really good. I've been playing this as King Shark. Been liking his gameplay, the way he moves. When I played in the beta, with Harley Quinn, this is one bad thing for me. I did not like the way she's controlled, where she whips around, flips around with the batarang that and the bat drone like flying above her. She felt like a cheap knockoff of Spooderman, like in Marvel's Avengers,
Spooderman.
But the other characters, they all play pretty good. Like I said, but my main one I liked when I played through the beta was I picked out King Shark. I liked him. He's tanky, and he's funny in the cutscenes. But on that, I mean, I'm having a good time with it. I saw positive reviews from Steam, positive reviews from like on Twitter saying people are enjoying hype. So it's everybody's take what you want to believe. You can either go with the review and say, oh, I'm gonna wait for a sale, or you can rent it and see if you like it, or you can just outright buy it from Steam, and if you don't like it, return it in 2 hours if you don't like it. Or
I definitely don't think it's worth $70. I definitely don't think it's worth $70. I mean, for what you get out of it, I don't think it's worth $70 to have those same repetitive kind of missions over and over, the same kind of.
And that's fair. That's fair. I respect that.
Yeah, because to me, that's like when you talk about consumer value. Customers pay into that, and although some of us can afford it, some of us can't. That shouldn't be an excuse to allow a company to kind of nickel and dime you to death. Mm-hmm. For them, you could tell WB had some sort of greedy hands, and I don't think this was just Rocksteady. I don't think Rocksteady wanted to do this. I think WB.
For sure. You could tell.
Because if you think about how the game looks, it almost seems like it's like they shoehorned live service in it, because you can see you can see some greatness there. Like when me and Danny played the beta, like some of the cutscenes, like Big Mike was describing, he was like, "Wow, okay, these graphics is kind of good." Like the way their facial animations.
Oh, facial animations, graphics.
But it was like once you were done with the cutscene, you were faced back now to purple enemies, right, and the same bubbles. And then the same guns, right? Because even though you get a legendary gun, it still was the same gun.
It was just gun. Like for King Shark,
you get an SMG, like an uncommon SMG may have 20 crit damage, but the legendary will have crit damage plus shield damage. But it doesn't shoot different. Like it doesn't seem legendary, because like King Shark, when I played with King Shark, right, and I had my regular machine gun or whatever, minigun, and then I got a legendary, and it was the same gun. It just had like a little skull on it, but it didn't do anything extraordinary. It was more like every shield taken down gives you crit damage, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that modifier is kind of like a cool modifier, but when I think of a legendary, right, like when you're talking about a looter shooter, when you say, okay, I got a legendary pistol, it needs to be something different than anything you got in your pack. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking a legendary, right? Remember, Outriders got this right. Yeah. When one of the weapons I used to love was that weapon that had the lightning. The difference between that weapon and a normal weapon is the legendary. When you hit an enemy, the lightning bolt struck at the top of the enemy and can spread to other enemies.
Right.
That did not happen in the Suicide Squad. It does not happen like that.
I don't know. Go ahead. I was saying, I don't know if you guys played long enough. You unlocked your skill tree. I know you said you guys did the beta. Right now, there's a skill tree.
That was boring too.
We played enough to unlock the skill tree.
The skill tree I unlocked like I think like 6 things in my skill tree. Like where I can when I'm like flying through the air, and I have like this ultimate that builds up, that while I'm in flying in the air, I can push L1, R1, and I'll come down.
Everybody has that area effect move. Yeah, everybody has that move. Yes.
Everybody has their area effect move. Everybody has one. Yeah, we all have. Yeah. I played when I played.
And the crazy thing about it is, most of those are a slam down.
They're all slam downs.
Except for Deadshot, which is like a barrage. Like a gun barrage, but honestly, that's not great, to be honest. That's kind of mid as fuck. It's like, all right, they all got a super move, but the super move is basically generally the same, except for Deadshots. which is like I said, a missile barrage type move.
And here's the crazy thing: not only do you get that move, but guess what you do in the move on the same enemies, right? I mean, it's not like that's the part that really got me and made me really wonder what the longevity is, because that's what can kill a looter shooter, is having the same enemies over and over. It's not like, you know, you fight a purple dude here and then you fly a flying demon over here, or you fly a bunch of league people with capes on. Like, there's no variety. It's like
it's all purple dudes.
It's a fat purple demon, a skinny purple demon, or a sniper purple demon, a runner purple demon. It's the weapons.
The purple demon got a gun. The purple demon got a launcher. Purple demon got a sniper. Purple demon. There's a bigger purple demon with two of the same purple demons behind him.
That's the part that was like, it's the same enemy.
Helicopter comes up, it has a giant bubble.
It's a purple helicopter with a purple bubble. And then a tank.
There's a tank with a giant bubble. There's a Gatling gun with a giant bubble. It's all either bubbles or purple dudes. And to me, that screams absolute midography. Like, that is not. Listen, I think if it had a huge amount of enemy variety and it was a true looter shooter, like killing enemies, they drop it, pouring out loot, and these guns made a difference. Like, say they were very specific. Like, okay, if you got Deadshot's, right? Deadshot has a gun that if you headshot, it'll ricochet. You know, like give me something that is an alternative.
What about like a Joker pistol that shoots out exploding teeth?
King Shark has a legendary that it's a missile launcher, but the missile launcher, when it lands, creates a wave, a tidal wave of water.
Yeah, water wave or something.
Washes the enemies and confuses them. Harley Quinn, she has the Joker pistol. It's a tiny fucking pistol, but when she shoots it, it comes out with the flag. But if she pulls the trigger again, it's 15,000 rounds of ammo. You know what I'm saying? Like, the joke's on you. It is a gun. Give me something. This was more of, we're gonna do DC Anthem. You see what I'm saying? This is, you get the beautiful DC characters with the beautiful graphics that Rocksteady does. You'll have a good story. Gameplay, fuck it. We don't give a fuck about gameplay. Gameplay is a second and the problem is, you don't ever make gameplay a second in a looter shooter. The gameplay should be first in a looter shooter. If it has a good story, then damn, that's icing on the cake, right? But when you're talking looter shooter, that's the long game. That's the end game. You know, I was looking at reviews and they said the end game was basically the same missions but with modifiers. I watched Skill Up. Remember, Skill Up said. So he said. So one of the modifiers is, in this mission, you can't hurt enemies. It's the same mission number one, but you can't hurt enemies unless you take their shield down. So that's the modifier for the end game mission. What? So you're saying the end game is basically the same game with just modifiers in it? That is terrifying right there. That's not good game design. Rocksteady never did this. Usually when you beat the game, there's always extra stuff to do, right? There's additional things that unlock, that open up, that further maybe flesh out the story of their side quests, especially with the Batman Arkham games. You know, when I beat them, there was always still like additional things to do, not the same things to do. You see what I'm saying? And that's the antithesis to this game, and I think that's the problem. I'm sorry, David, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna reiterate the same thing. I saw Skill Up do a presentation. It was, I don't know, maybe it was Skill Up, I'm not sure. I watched a bunch of videos, but they were showing, I watched like an hour of the end game, and literally it was just the same, go to the top of this tower and fight these like 12 snipers and keep them from like hitting this little thing. And then it was like this dude, I mean, he literally did it over and over and over again. It was just tower defense or walking a vehicle, or like, if you fight the bosses, they were like red Brainiac versions of the same bosses that you already fought. And it's just like, man, if you're going to do an in-game, it should change. But it turns into like I know it's, well, I guess we're getting the spoiler territory. I watch all the spoilers because I'm not buying the game. But there's a lot that goes into the ending when you go to when you get through the ending, that just takes you directly back into the same old grind. That's Anthem. That's the Anthem status.
You fucked with Suicide Squad too, right? Like you tested and so now, because I think we all have the same sentiment, but I do want to get your take on it because I know you love Harley and you wanted to really experience that. How was that experience like fucking with Harley in the game when you first tried it out?
Okay, so I recognized that it was a beta and there was some need of patching because when I pulled up the game initially, the graphics were rather itchy, and the very first time I pulled it up, I didn't get any enemies at all. Now when I closed it down and opened it up again and went a little bit more forward, I ran to 3 very like they were the same guy.
What up, Cassie? I see you.
It was the same enemy 3 times. I killed them. Didn't know where to go next because it wasn't really any clear direction. So I circled around, and then 3 enemies spawned in the exact same spot again. I'm like, bro, this ain't nothing but terrible destiny. It's like, why am I playing this? I'm not. It's not for me. Like, and then Harley, I and everything. If they really did it the right way, I would have really probably enjoyed the game. But she was a little bit stiff for sure. She was a little bit stiff. Deadshot for me was the only one outside of Harley that I would have wanted to play with. Yeah. But he was also the only one that was playable for me, and my play style. But other than that, I didn't have a lot of faith in it. Now I do need to see more of the finished product. But from what I played, it needed a lot of work. So I'm surprised they dropped it so soon.
Yeah, they did. Remember, it was only like a couple months after the beta, and it was like, this is the game and shit.
It was just like, really?
You know what was super breaking of the just experience of the game was when me and David said, all right, we're gonna do fucking co-op, right? We said we're gonna do some co-op and really test it out, see what the servers are like and shit. And we got together, and me and David were like, God damn, we really don't like anybody else's controls except Deadshot, really, and maybe King Shark's kind of jump.
King Shark was
King
pretty
Shark's
cool,
jumps was all right. So it was like, I wish King Shark's jumps was mixed with like, like
Deadshot, right? With Deadshot,
and it was just weird. So we were like, all right. So we ended up playing 2 Deadshots during it. It still goes through the story. And it's super like breaking of the game. Like it's just like 2 fucking Deadshots flying around and shit. But then you have go ahead.
I specifically chose Deadshot because it played like Anthem. Like literally,
it was like jetpack shooting.
Listen, as soon as I tried a boomerang, and when I started noticing the feel and like how you travel in the game, I was like, this kind of feels like Anthem. I was like, no, I think I probably should go with Deadshot. And sure as shit, I was having some decent fun with Deadshot because this shit was playing like Anthem. I can zoom in and fly up, killing enemy while I'm flying up.
You don't have to motherfucking do no ultra swinging or double tap the button to air swim to the fucking shit. Like,
exactly.
I just did not like the traversal. And see, this is why I felt like the game just wasn't there, because most of the battling takes like place on the rooftops. So it's like you have to be up. There's no groundedness, and I think that's why people were kind of so thrown back, because like Batman, like when you think about like the Batman games, right? Yes, you had rooftops and shit, but it was definitely more on a grounded level. It was like if Batman really was fighting, every motherfucking enemy is not on the rooftop. They're gonna be in houses. They're gonna have their own, they're gonna be on the ground driving. They're gonna be like groups of dudes, ganged up. It's not gonna be everybody's on a roof. You look at Suicide Squad, everybody's on a roof. If you're on the street, there's no enemies. Like there are some, but they're not as prevalent as when you're jumping from roof to roof trying to fight.
Why all of a sudden all of y'all on the roof? Yeah, a bunch of what? No,
because they had to get that traversal in there.
They wanted to traversal, because you got to be able to jump rooftop to rooftop. But it's like, is really Suicide Squad like this? Like I remember all the comics and even the movies and stuff like that. It's like they were definitely more grounded. They
weren't on the roof.
Yeah. I think Deadshot was on the roof when he was sniping, but that was Deadshot, not Harley Quinn going from roof to roof with an AK. Like that was not what it was, man. I just don't know. I felt like there was something lost there, right? I think what I think happened was Rocksteady really truly did not want to work on this game, and they said, you know what, we're gonna put in the most minimal effort. But you know, being Rocksteady, they still did a great job with the graphics. I think the graphics look beautiful.
Yeah, I think the graphics
that's one
look
thing
great.
you can't say about Suicide Squad, that it's ugly. Suicide Squad is beautiful. I love the facial animations. I think it's some of the best in the business. You know, the cut scenes. I love a dark story. You know, I think the dark story, but that's the sad part about it. For all the good that it brings, the bad is so insurmountable. That's why it ends up being mid, because there's some things that you're willing to put up with just to experience the good. Like Big Mike said, he's playing it for the story. So it's not like he's having the most best of time destroying the same 1000th purple dude, you know what I'm saying? But he feels like it's serviceable enough to where he can enjoy the story. Yeah, but that sounds like 5.0 game to me. That sounds like
that doesn't sound like a 9. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a 9.
That doesn't sound like an 8.0 game. That sounds like 5.5 out of 10. It's like, yeah, the story's good, all the graphics, but everything else makes you want to fucking fap. Like, it doesn't make me want to.
I'd definitely give it a 6. I'd definitely give it a 6.
A 6. Okay, so and guess what? A 6 ain't gonna get people to come back. And this is what worries me about Rocksteady, is that they probably poured a lot of money into this, and what I hate to see is that they poured money in it, and then shit don't make the money back, and then here it is, investors start talking about cutting people.
And we need
Rocksteady, and we need Rocksteady. We need Rocksteady.
Yeah,
we do need Rocksteady because we can't just have Spider-Man games.
Yeah,
there gotta be other superhero games, and like I said, Spider-Man games is amazing, right? But you still need other ones. I want other ones. I want Batman Beyond. Imagine if Rocksteady worked on Batman Beyond.
That would have been incredible, yo.
And it was like an open world Batman Beyond game, same vein as the motherfucking Gotham series. That would be fucking explosive. I think it would be absolutely amazing.
Big Cloud and I were talking about that. If they didn't make Suicide Squad, just imagine if they, took the time and made Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis
Terry McGinnis, man,
right,
dude.
McGinnis.
He could fly, so he got the boot. He could have had the jetpack, man. He could have been flying with
the more futuristic gadgets. The city would be laid out futuristic. That could have been because Batman Beyond was always kind of a darker tale too. So it's not like you had to be motherfucking PG with it. You still say the word shit and damn and this is fucked up, and like you can still do that narrative and have it really, really dark narrative with Batman Beyond. Because Batman Beyond could be killing. Like because Batman Beyond was always a darker story than Batman, as far as like how the original came about, how Batman is now old ass, kind of not really corrupted, but his mentality has changed on a lot of things. When he was talking to McGinnis and getting him geared up. So it was a missed opportunity, but I hope Rocksteady doesn't fall. I hope they stay strong. I hope they come out. They did say that they had plans on working on something that was like a big story driven. They didn't say what type of game it was. They just said that they are working on something. So that still tells you that there's hope. I just hope even if they do something else with Constantine, do Constantine. Do there's so many DC kind of like this esoteric vibe of characters that they can build upon and make a great game out of, because they are good with narratives. So you never know. All right,
I would have loved to see Teen Titans. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to see this game. Would have been better for Teen Titans. Like if you could have, Starfire flying around, you could have Robin, jumping off the rooftops and floating.
That would have made
way better to have Teen Titans. This would have been a much better team.
Yeah, because then you could have had Starfire flying around.
Right.
And guess what? They could have helped kill the Justice League. That would have been way better to try and help them get the Justice League.
Kill the Justice League would have made more sense, actually.
It would have been
because
way
there's
better.
Actual powers, right? Like,
right, they got
power. A book and a movie based on that too. So.
Is it? It might be.
But Suicide Squad is out now, guys. If you want to go ahead and spend your mid money on it, it's out right now. So make sure you guys go check it out. Next up, we have an interesting story about The Last of Us.
Wait a minute, hold on.
yes.
Sidebar, it definitely is a movie, y'all. So they could
Okay,
have
so
done
it
that.
is. All right, confirmed. All right. So Neil Druckmann he did an interview at Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann, and he did an interview about like just The Last of Us and talking about the story and the origination of The Last of Us. But he did hint that Last of Us Part 3 might be the last part, the finality of The Last of Us. Let me pull this up for you guys here in chat too.
Yeah, he said. So he had the concept for it and everything.
Yeah, they have the concept.
Yeah, because they said it's already there. Yeah, he said it's already ready. Like
you don't have the story written. Yeah, so
right.
he didn't have the story written, but you say he had the concept.
He had the concept, so they must have. I wonder, are they going to end big? Big Mike, let me start with you, dude. So, like, kind of confirming Last of Us Part 3 is the last one in the series, so there'll be no more. Do you think it's about time, or do you think the story could go on forever?
I think it'd be perfect, perfect to end it at Part 3. Finish it up with Abby and Lev, and just sign off from there.
You think there should be huge deaths, or do you think it kind of should end in a happy? You think it should be a happy ending or a sad ending?
Well, I would say probably a sad ending.
Oh, so you want it non-traditional? You want something dark, sad ending, maybe like pandemic or the zombie pandemic still lives on?
Yeah, I'd say like the pandemic lives on. Something maybe we'll get a sign what happened to Ellie or what she's doing, and if Diane and her got back together, and find out what's going on with her. But
I think it would be. I don't know if I would want a sad ending. Let me go to you, David. What do you think? You think The Last of Us should end sad, like just have this terrible situation happen for the ending of it?
Man, I think just as a human, we need some hope in this world.
Shit! You said we should still have hope.
Listen, I want to say this. I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I'm gonna say the answer. I'll ask my boys a philosophical question. I think I asked y'all what would be normal 100 years from now that's not normal now. And my sons came out with something pretty dystopian. My youngest said cloning, like Clone Wars, and my oldest said it's going to be a TikTok universe, just TikTok people, and the president is going to be like Mr. Beast. Like he said, it's going to be like that type of people. And so that's panicking too. So I'll say this. We got enough of our young people looking at the future being dystopian. I would love for The Last of Us to end in a beautiful, good thing. Maybe they find out that certain people's genes have certain carriers that can help cure
Ellie
some of
definitely,
this.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? That maybe they'll find some other people who have it, like they'll find a colony of people who have that particular protection, and maybe they can use their genetics to help cure it, and maybe they'll find a way to do it. But I want something like that. I don't want it to end in more death and more pandemic, because god damn, we've been living through this shit already.
What you think, Belly? You think it has to be dark? You think it has to end dark?
No, I'm sorry. Look,
It can't be.
Great. Oh, I have not. Let me just preface.
We need light,
I have not
Bella.
played The Last of Us yet. I've been recommended to play it as of late last year, but I will say this: when it comes to a zombie ending, it's a zombie game. Somebody important has to die. And yes, there's going to be a happy moment, but it's going to be a somber happy. There's no happy. There's no. We found a lot of important people have to die. They have to. That's just how it happens. I mean, because it's realistic. If it's a real apocalypse, most people, no matter how pleasant they are, they're going to die. They're going to die.
So dystopian.
Listen.
We gotta get some light.
I'm kind of on the fence with it. I think a good ending would be and it don't necessarily have to end in flowers, right? It can just be that the discovery of the cure, right? You don't necessarily have to have it like rainbows, but you can say, have that moment of levity where there is a cure, right? And it just ends there, not necessarily ending like 2 years later they cut to like no zombies and it's like sunset with flowing hair, like not necessarily like that, but like literally as Ellie could be cornered by zombies, right? And this is her last right? And on her little talkie or whatever, they can say, "We got it," and that's the end of Ellie right there because she's cornered. But her last thing that she heard was the cure. So it gives you a death, right? It gives you a horrible death of Ellie, but the last thing she hears is that last little bit of hope is they got it, right? And she's dead. She gets chewed up, mauled. It just fades to black. Boom. Last of Us Part fucking 3. Right?
I like it.
Damn.
I like it, but see, I that can't happen.
What up, 88?
Why not?
Because Ellie is supposed to be the cure.
I'm taking off of what David said. I said David said that they find like a colony, like maybe there are people or a colony of people who are just like Ellie that they find, and this is part of the story of 3, where the colony doesn't want to give up what they do. That can be part of the beef with the humans. They know that they got that shit. They feel like they're, maybe they feel like they're more above the people who don't have the cure in their genes. It could be a huge conflict. The zombies, they could be using zombies as weapons. Like, it could be a huge thing, right?
Like, yes, these are people with the
shit, but they're also kind of corrupted because of their power. They can exist within the zombie realm because they can get bit and not turn into zombies, right? Like, but that can build. That's where you get the darkness. It's not necessarily like they're a good colony. They can be the actual fucking antagonists. That can be the whole thing.
Go ahead, Big Mike. Then I got my rebuttal.
See, like, for like maybe like a happy tear-jerking ending, and still maybe that way, I would say, like I said, give us a reflection back to Ellie. Maybe Ellie and Dinah get married, and and after that, Ellie says, "I am the cure," and she turns herself into the,
Oh, you mean after? Okay, so after having like married, happy life, she decides that I need to stop being selfish.
That is selfish as fuck. That's not a nice thing.
And just straight up say, "Fucking, I am the one."
People dying, she out here living.
Yeah, that is true. That would be kind of dark because then it's like, damn, Ellie, you knew the whole fucking time, right? It's like, damn, Ellie, you let 20 years pass, right? You let 20 years pass in our marriage, right? To finally say, "Here's the cure." So we've been suffering this whole time together, right? All her selfish needs to be loved, and that is dark. Because it's like, damn, bitch, you really could have had us fucking saved. And you just rather have your love close and have the zombie apocalypse thrive to keep her near you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, dark shit. Dark.
And see right there. That gives you what Bray wants. That'll piss off the community. It'll be sad.
No.
And you'll also be, crying tears at the same time.
He wants the community pissed off.
I have 2 things I want to say about this.
Mike, for sure.
So first thing, I feel like they should take a note from, I know a lot of people don't realize it, but Left 4 Dead definitely has a storyline. So now the way Left 4 Dead storyline works is the first set of people, like on the very first game, they are, I believe they are the ones. Oh yeah. Okay. So they think that they are immune. So they go through, that you're going through the game, you can zombie guts thrown on you, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. And every time they seem to get picked up by somebody, something happens to the people that they're with. They find out they're not immune, that they're carriers. So it doesn't affect them, but it affects anybody around them. So towards the end of the game, when you go to, even when you are in Left 4 Dead 2, the more popular version, there's a part where you meet the old group and they're like up on like a scaffolding and they're like, "We can let you through." And they're like, "Hey, you want to come with us?" And they're like, no, thank you. It's because at that point they know that anybody they're around is going to die because they're carriers. And it's so sad. Like that after I read that, I'm like, now I gotta replay the game knowing
Right,
it's
yeah,
like
knowing
they're
that it wasn't that you were
carriers.
immune.
That
Yeah, you
explains why
just
the plane
carrier.
went down. That explains why the train went down. Every time they was with somebody and getting rescued, they would die. And I'm like, why do they keep dying around
Because
me?
they were poisoned. The people they were saving were basically the poison.
Right. And the second example I want to use as far as, somber endings go, spoiler alert, this is an older game too, but just in case for people that haven't played The Walking Dead by I forgot, Skybound, they used to be a different company, whatever. The second chapter, the one that I absolutely fucking hate to its core, where the whole storyline was just to write off Kenny. If you get the good ending of Kenny, right? Preface it, Kenny, he has a bad attitude problem. You can see it. He had it a little bit in the first game. They amped it up in the second game because they want you to choose the wrong decision. But if you choose the right decision and go with Kenny, they find a settlement with food, with everything. But they're saying, we don't have room. So he breaks down and cries and tells them to take Clementine, and he walks away. That type of stuff.
Sacrifice.
It's an ending, but it's somber in it.
Because it's like, damn, you saved the way, so you saved the kid.
You went through all of that.
Oh man, now you can't be saying
right. So you just know you're gonna die. You're going to
dead.
die.
Oh yeah, you definitely dead. Yo, it's just a matter of time at that point. Yeah.
That's sad. I when I saw that ending, because like my ending was I eventually just walked away by myself.
I don't want no damn sad endings, man. I don't want no sad ass endings, man.
You know what? Last of Us Part 3 is gonna be a top-down shooter.
Oh yeah, then it's OV for the Last of Us. Yeah,
how dare they? I'm never gonna touch it.
Always online twin stick top down shooter with MMO elements.
So they hate me then. That all the things I dislike in one game. Thank you.
Now, did you see that story about they said The Last of Us was supposed to be like Dark Souls?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a melee only game.
Yeah, they said it was supposed to be a melee open world game, but they switched it at the last moment. But it was supposed to be for the first Last of Us game. It really was supposed to be like a Dark Souls type of game.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
I'm glad they didn't fucking do that.
That is
dude.
crazy.
Because that would have been like, okay, and now I'm like wailing on the 30,000 zombie. Like
you're playing Left 4 Dead at that point.
Yeah,
exactly.
You might as well make it a survival game again. Like I didn't understand. Like I'm glad they didn't do that. But that was with this interview with Neil Druckmann. I think it was the documentary. That they were, isn't that right, Big Mike? Wasn't there a documentary put out for Last of Us? And
it's called Grounded 2.
Yeah,
Grounded 2. That's it.
And so, there was a lot of interesting, like, early development stories about Last of Us and, like, what it was and how it turned out, the amazing game that it is now and shit.
It turned out for the better than it is now.
Actually, it did, because them first ideas was like spooky, man.
Yeah, that's a spooky as fuck.
A Dark Souls zombie game. Nope. Gucci as fuck on that. Yeah, as I said, if I want zombies, I want survival. I don't want to just be God of War with zombies. Like, I don't want that, dude. No, man. I mean, even though it sounds kind of cool, but like, then it needs to be something different then. Then it needs to be something totally different, and it's not.
I want to see Naughty Dog do a fantasy game.
That's what I would like. I would like them to do like fantasy, like
mages and stuff.
I feel like they can do it.
Yeah, I think it would be cool as fuck because they do that game would be beautiful. First of all, and the facial animation,
incredible.
Yeah,
and the story would be amazing too. So
maybe they could do like another killer. I would like to see them do kind of like a game like Jason, or maybe even like Aliens type game, or
like an Alien Invasion kind of thing.
Alien Invasion. That would be fucking amazing.
A dark, gritty alien type game. Yeah,
because I think they handle narratives good. They not necessarily don't have to do like massive open worlds, but like single player, more linear. Story driven games with kind of open areas, not necessarily open world, but kind of like Last of Us. But if they did it kind of like Independence Day, remember that movie Independence Day? I can see them doing a game like that where it's like ground level, trying to make it to that an evac point because America's about to drop a nuke on this motherfucker because aliens. You know, that would be great. That would be fire, dude. All right, so yeah, Last of Us Part 3, final shit. Make sure you check out Grounded 2.
I think they did. Didn't they announce they working on some sort of sci-fi game? Didn't Naughty Dog say they were doing that?
Naughty Dog, they mentioned that there was a question about what genres did they want to get into. And they said that they wanted to do fantasy and sci-fi.
Oh, that's the good shit. I see Game of the Spirit say, yep, Game of the Spirit. I forgot. I think they did.
They did. They said they wanted to do more fantasy games. They said they wanted to do shooters. They said they were interested in like FPS games and sci-fi.
Interesting.
So, you know, an FPS sci-fi game, probably. Maybe like Independence Day type game would be kind of dope from them. I don't know. It depends, man. I mean, you know, some games, sometimes you think, okay, just because they're the bomb, because they doing third-person action games, might be a shitty FPS. So you never know. All right, guys, Last of Us Part 2 out right now. Last of Us Part 3 is still an itch in his daddy's pants at the moment. But make sure you check out Grounded 2, the documentary. A lot of interesting tidbits about the Last of Us game and just the company Naughty Dog altogether. And yeah, what else we got on the docket today? We got, I think it's what, Dragon Ball?
You said Dragon Ball.
Oh, Enshrouded. Yep. Okay, so those of you who like survival games, are survival gamers, Enshrouded had a huge milestone. Let me pull this up for you guys too. Enshrouded. Now you talk about Power World, right? You say Power World, yes, Power World had 2 million motherfuckers playing at once. And it kind of overshadows this game because this game is also doing well. Enshrouded had 1 million people playing. They literally had Enshrouded. This is another game that kind of caught people by storm. It's a survival game, just like Power World, build houses and all this shit, stack, you know, you get resources, you build your shit up, but it's also kind of like Skyrim. There's definitely heavily RPG fantasy elements. Enshrouded, over 1 million players. Right now, currently on Steam. Super massive success for Keen Games. They're an independent gaming company. They're not partnered with anybody. So yeah, Enshrouded reached 1 million players. David, let me holler at you, dude, about Enshrouded. What do you think? Because I know we played a lot of it, but you think this is deserved? Like, is Enshrouded a good game, man?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I mean, I actually feel sad because I put 100 and some hours in the Power World, and I'm like, it's like, damn, I want to do 100 hours in Enshrouded, but I got in trouble from the wife. She was like, nigga, where you was at? She was like, where are you? Where are you? And I'm in Power World, so we gotta, you know, I gotta peel myself away. But trust me, man. Right now, I'm thinking about Enshrouded, right? I'm already thinking about, like, what place am I going to put the second house on? I'm thinking about how I'm going to build it. I'm going to make sure I do it probably in stone and get it built up high. So I'm making a castle, just like, you know, I do in all these type of games. So I'm fucking excited, man. We knew this, though, because remember, we played the beta, right? Or was it the demo?
It was just like an 8-hour demo that they had,
right?
And it was restricted to 8 hours, but you could always replay it. Like, you had to start over.
Right.
You just only had 8 hours before the world crumbles, and you had to make another character to start.
I was hooked right there. I was hooked from then. I was like, damn, this is gonna take another fucking life from me.
I know, man. I think they did two. Didn't we do 2 worlds, right? So 16 hours in the demo,
16 hours in the
8
demo,
hours
yep.
apiece.
Yeah.
So that tells you how good this fucking
we
game
played
is.
all 8 hours. I mean, we was like everywhere in this fucking thing. We got up to a point where we got to level, I don't know, maybe like 7, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 7 or 8. Yeah.
And then we was like, we got to give it up because it's a fucking demo. This is a
2
demo.
fucking worlds this time. You know what I'm saying? They say the game is coming out. We can't just put 16 hours to the demo like we did Outliers.
Right. But no, it's worth it, dude. No, this is worth it, dude. I'd say it's mad deserved. Dude, it should get more, honestly.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
It should be more.
I'm with you on that. I think it should be 2 million players, just like Power World. But Power World is a beast in itself, right?
Yeah.
Power World is already, you know, listen, survival gamers is eating extremely well.
I am survival.
Yeah, you got 3 survival gamers right here. I mean, Big Mike plays, but he likes to kill shit. He's not really a survivalist. But he will be like, let me get in there and kill shit, gather resources. Good. We need a guinea pig. Good.
We need a white slave, right? We gotta have him in there. Gotta have somebody talk to the police.
Listen,
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
another game coming out in a week called Nightingale.
Oh shit, that's right. I
That is
forgot about that.
another survive, and it is
Show a trailer, Danny. Show the recent trailer for.
Yeah,
I think
'cause I don't
IGN has the
remember.
Nightingale trailer. I think.
Nightingale trailer. You know, Nightingale.
Pull it up.
Crazy. You know, survival game, and I had the privilege to play it. I think the NDA is over now. But yeah, I had the privilege to play it. I was part of 2 or 3 betas for Nightingale, and
I've been waiting a year and a half to get into Nightingale. I've been waiting a year. I actually got an
Trying to
email
find
that
it.
said, "Thank you, Dave, for being an early adopter of the beta." So not only was I one of the beginning people to try to get into the beta, been waiting for a year and a half. And I still have not gotten into it. Actually, I lied. Hold on, check this out. I lied. Actually, I got in on Friday, but guess what the beta time was? It was from when you got the email till 4 p.m. And guess where I was at? In the office working.
Why was it so short?
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't know.
Like
I don't know
5
why
hours,
it was
that's
only like 5 hours.
suspicious.
That's suspicious, but I didn't get in. But Danny been playing it for damn near a year. I mean, everybody else been playing this shit, but I can't get in.
They hold you.
You know what I'm
did
saying?
hold
They
you.
fuckers, they bullshit me, man.
I'm trying to find the motherfucking trailer.
They're like, we appreciate you.
I know, that's what they sent me the email. We appreciate you, man.
They got
You don't
this
appreciate me, motherfucker.
ass.
You know what I'm saying? You appreciate this dick, motherfucker.
Yo.
Yo.
Y'all gonna turn me to prime time for a minute. I had shades of prime time. Hold on. Let me come back to Nice Dave.
Hold on. Let me play.
Let's come back to Nice Dave.
Mm.
Alright, here's the trailer. I think this is the trailer.
We're gonna come back to Nice Dave. We won't go back to prime time. Prime time died a long time ago.
He said, bro.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys see it.
Yep.
See, now there is monstrous things in there in this game.
We're doing things with like the faces. And we
Look
got
at this big ass thing. And it's roaming too. It's roaming out in the wild. This big ass thing. I tried to kill it.
Ever since
But
you
it packed me up so
see
quick
that?
I couldn't believe it.
In these realms,
Did you see that, Dan?
we
What?
have searched for a
You
way.
can see his ding-a-ling earlier.
Dude, yes, fuck you.
And alone in the dangerous labyrinth.
You got a big
And it is
ding-a-ling.
in first and third person. So you can go first or third person camera.
See, I love when games give you that option.
Yeah, when they give you the option. And so there's
Yeah.
big ass monsters, but it's survival game. Base building, and the game mechanics are kind of
Every
weird. Not
portal
weird,
is a
but like
chance for
you
salvation.
can create your own open worlds. So
Uniting
what you
the
do
lost
is you get these
survivors.
cards, these world cards, and you basically put them in this like dream device. And what it does is it'll build the worlds out. Now you have to travel to these
Or
worlds
leading
too
us deeper
in order to get
into this
stronger
nightmare.
and to build more like influence over the realms and shit. And you can get NPCs. There's like giant ass fucking shit.
He's
trying to
tearing the
kill you.
base up.
Yeah, he tears your base up.
A
Yes.
beacon of hope.
Look at
I
that.
don't like that part.
Yeah,
But you got. But look at that shit. You got those big ass. Those things will take care of him.
I got
As long
PTSD
as
from
we
Power
I know, I know.
And you do have
Our
to kind of
journey
escape
will
too.
unite us.
But you can definitely partner up. You can have up to, I think it's like 32 players a server or something like that. But you can have your own dedicated
The
service, of
realm
course.
walkers are all that is left.
That thing packed me up so fucking quick, man.
Don't sign up to play Nightingale because you're not getting in. Don't sign up. I tried to fucking sign up. I signed up for a year and a fucking half, man. A year, and I always get the newsletter that says new playtest coming up, and guess what? I'm not in that shit. Don't send me no emails, man. I'm not in the playtest. You say playtest coming up, and then here it is, it goes by. Oh, thank you guys for coming out for playing the playtest. Well, I wasn't there. Don't send me a thank you email. I didn't get shit.
Here's
I
the
didn't
thing.
play.
Nightingale comes out in a week. Okay, it's
I don't
early
want to
access.
play that shit.
Yeah, you do.
Since I ain't
Fuck
played
you.
it now.
Yes,
I ain't
you
played the
do.
shit now. I ain't gonna play the shit no
fuck
more.
You do want to play it. But it comes out in a week. So like literally survival gamers has been eating, literally overeating. I mean,
Go get Enshrouded. Go
man,
get it.
please go get Enshrouded
Go
right
get
now
it.
if you want like a survival game with Skyrim in it. If you want,
Show some Enshrouded. Then show a little bit of clip in Enshrouded. This is so people can see.
If you want, hold on, dude. I gotta go.
It's just an Enshrouded trailer. I think it's only like 30 seconds.
Trying to find it. Yeah, because if I do gameplay, it's gonna do like all the streaming.
It's gonna do. Just do a trailer. Yeah, just so you can see it.
Oh, official early access trailer.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
If this is to be the end,
Oh shit.
I'm
Then
seeing
I will
the
tell them.
Discord in
of the beginning,
on the live.
You are seeing the Discord?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you should see the trailer.
Yep, there it is.
All right.
if this is to be the end, then I will tell them.
Yeah, I hope it's not a scandal.
I didn't pull it up for Chad. There it is.
Oh, yeah, hopefully it's not a scandal.
Of how your spark was ignited.
Okay, here we go. Butch said he can't see it.
Yeah, there it is.
Of your will to survive. Of the power that flowed from within you
Lie down. I love
into
the
this
lighting.
enchanting realm of beauty and decay.
It's got beauty and decay for sure. What's called enshrouded
Your
is the
flame
shroud.
has grown
That is where all the
strong.
shit is. The
But in
fucked
the
upness.
It was not enough. You answered the call, but who
A million
answered
players
yours?
right now. They have reached officially a million
None.
players.
But the
It is not
darkness,
Power World
the
2.0.
malice,
It's
the
actually
relentless
nothing like
legions of the
Power World
Mist.
outside of survival.
Alone,
And
Yeah,
this
outside
one
of
is
the
stands against
Enshrouded
the
is
shroud.
harder than Power World. Enshrouded
you
is actually
are
like,
not alone.
I don't want to say
For
souls,
now we come with iron
but
and steel.
it's definitely
and the flame
darker,
of the ancients
harder,
in
more
our
survival
veins.
than Power World.
Yeah.
Together,
For sure.
we take
But
back
you can't
what
play
was
co-op.
stolen.
I think up to 4
We
players.
reshape this earth to our
I'm sorry, I
will.
still got my Power World.
Together.
Together.
We
And there is
declare
shit. You gotta fight. You
this
have grapple
is to be the end,
big ass ugly things
it
trying
will
to kill you.
not be ours.
Like I said,
There are no slaves in this one, but there are in Power World.
You will not. You will not.
I got
literally
2 white
said
slaves
I got
in
on
Power
These
World.
are where all the
my,
slaves.
my Power World goggles on. Don't even try it. Don't do it.
So yeah, you know, survival gamers. I'm telling you, we're eating too fucking good right now. Like honestly,
we
it's
eating.
too good.
That's what I
'Cause
said,
you-
this-
survival games take so much to.
What'd you say, Big Mike?
I was gonna say, I've said it and I say it again. This is your main JR. This is your main genre, you Danny.
Yeah. Well, if I mean, what, you just hear me say that? I just said survival gamers eating good, dude.
Right.
I'm a survival
I said
gamer.
you're nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're arguing. Last week, JRPGs is my genre. I'm like,
No,
No.
JRPGs are my genre. I'm also two things can exist, right?
Right.
I
You
can
be
love
multifaceted.
JRPGs and love survival
you
games.
Nah.
Mike is the only
You
one.
say nah.
Hold
Mike
on.
is a
Am I not a
one-minded
shooter?
person. Yeah,
And a survivalist? Am I
exactly. You know,
You're a
Bella
survivor.
likes to kill people in both genres. You know what I'm saying? Like I can love to kill things in both genres, right?
Right.
Do I love JRPGs with the crazy I am this person who forgot who I am, so now I must go on a journey with ragtag groups of people to save the world? Do I love JRPGs? Yeah, because that's every story from the JRPG. I don't know who I am, so I must travel with these people to realize my true power and save the world. Right? Survival games. If I don't eat, sleep, shit, and kill, I die. Right? And these two things I love. I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, stop, Mike. You're trying to do a gotcha on a fist. I don't know what you're doing. Butch says way more survival games come out, so of course they're going to be played more. Facts, Butch. Can you please tell Big Mike to live in the now?
Big Mike said, "Butch, your favorite thing is when I call you daddy."
This young adult romantic
Okay.
comedy
All right. So
I'm so glad I wasn't the one to read it. You know what?
last trailer for
Got it.
today, and then we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball dropped a new trailer for Sparkling
This shit
Sparkling
looks
WoW.
incredible.
So we're gonna check out
Dragon
the
Ball
trailer.
release?
He says, "Wow."
I'm about to mute Big Mike.
I'm done. I'm done.
No, don't try to put your hands up and apology.
Yeah,
You
it's
muted
too
for a
late for
couple
this.
hours. That's
Oh
crazy.
my god!
You already had more than one strike too. I just didn't say it out loud.
Damn.
All right,
You
so
don't want
let's
Bella to be on your back. It's over.
check out the trailer for Sparkling Zero. Here we go.
Remember that movie Death Becomes Her?
New Budokai game. So if you want that Budokai,
Yo.
It says Mike.
you know you need that Budokai.
My name is Goku, and
It says Mike. I hope you slip on your titty.
This is my home.
Let's go. Let our
Chesticles.
Now to show you the overwhelming power of a super elite
It says you also need to look at the new Dragon Ball Daima trailer too. Yeah, there was a new Dragon Ball Daima.
Oh, Dragon Ball Daima. They got a new trailer out? Alright,
Yep.
go check it out too.
This is why the Saiyans are feared as conquerors of
Dude, check out each. They got a new one. It's gonna be amazing, actually. I love the destructiveness of like the environment. That mountains can be crushed and holes can be punched through and stuff like that.
me erupted to life. Let's see if you can keep up.
Okay, so there is battle damage too, so you get more.
Let me show you. I don't care how strong you think you are. I am
It's gonna be a huge ass roster.
Yeah,
Yeah, because these are like all.
That's what you want.
it's like
And I'm not gonna waste
Yeah.
8 types of
time.
Goku
Quite eager
and
to see
shit.
how you've been training in the afterlife. This is what I call Super
think
Saiyan 3.
In this trailer, this one we're watching,
Kill me.
you get a glimpse of like the roster.
Hey, was that my boy? I seen that Majin Young. Let's go.
So you can go and do levels within the same match, which is dope.
This is a
I love
Super
how you can
Saiyan
go up the
God
levels.
power. Tired?
Same match, different levels, right? Love it. That's Kaioken, right? Yeah. Blue, Saiyan Blue. Yeah. But can he
I'm
go
looking for what's beyond strength. There's
Ultra
no limit to the
Instinct?
strength of the
Exactly.
Saiyans. Right?
Red
No,
Super
it looks
Saiyan
like the
God.
Saiyan Blue because they didn't show Ultra Instinct.
It might be. They might be saving it, but
Look how many character slots are available.
Look at this shit.
That is a great. That is. Yo, hold on.
I
wait,
see
wait, wait.
Jiren is in there. I see
So all
Bardock.
right, where's my nigga Beers? I know it's gonna
I
be on
don't
here.
see Beerus.
No,
But
he's gonna be on here. He's gonna be here. I'm
I
not.
see
Yeah, he's gonna be
Vegeta. I
here.
see Boo.
Cell. Yep, I see.
Cell. Android.
They might as well add Launch too because I feel like that's me in the anime. Go ahead,
TN.
add
I
her.
see TN at the top.
She got the guns. Why not? You
Yeah.
know, like she could be a human.
Android 7, 6 to 7.
I see him. All right, and then we said there's a Dragon Ball Daima, right?
yeah, it was released during the trailer.
That's crazy.
I said
Are they
Dragon.
seriously gonna fill out that whole grid? Oh my goodness.
Right, and there's 60 characters up in this month.
I
They
can't
said
wait.
150.
Okay, 5 days ago, new trailer, right? Is that
Yes, I
what it is?
see it. Yes.
All right, so let's check it out.
Sure, I said, Dave. I think they said 150.
I can't wait to see this.
Wow, 150.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
The animations look good.
It's beautiful.
This is like Red Ribbon Army type shit.
Yeah.
They were kind of taking it back.
Yeah, that was when it was at its best, honestly. I loved
Both saying
old
this is
Dragon
GT
Ball.
Part 2. Butch is saying this is GT Part 2. I think this is like back to the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I think this is going back to kind of the original style of Dragon Ball. Yeah.
I like that. Fall 2024.
Ooh. Have me in, Coach. I got something to say.
All right, let's get Bella's take on this. So Dragon Ball living the good life right now. What you thinking?
I am happy that it looks like they're taking more of a little bit of, well, as you said, the original approach, which was supposed to be adventure. So it's not just fighting, it's not just yelling. It is a little bit of adventure. I can even see some slice of life in there, which I like. I like the stories in between the stories. You know what I mean? I get it. It's about fighting, but other things happen. As we learned from Pokemon,
right?
You can't just have the same shit over and over. So I like it. I think it's really cute. And I can't wait to see the first episode, which is weird me saying this after all those years in high school. I know,
because the Dragon Ball hate was heavy, right?
No. In my high school, it was different. It went from nobody liking anime to everybody just only solely liking Dragon Ball Z. I was in one of those high schools. So,
okay. You still had to deal with the broad palette still. Okay.
Yeah. No, well, they did. I was already there. I had already been in the anime game since Toonami. Okay.
Okay. So, shit.
Right. I've been here. They were new, and then they saw Dragon Ball and thought that was the only thing that existed, and nobody could beat Goku. So it was just like. At that point, I kind of separated myself from, the whole series, but I want to come back for this because it looks
this is like adventure, right? This is more
like
a
and story. Yes, more story, more adventure.
Dragon Ball now is just like 15 episodes of fucking Goku powering up.
Yes, screaming, so much screaming, and fighting and all of that, so much.
It was just
muscles.
Muscles fighting and muscles.
Yeah, I get it. I know you guys like fights. I get it.
We do like fights, though. I mean, that is part of.
But
the
I
charm
like the story around it, man. Yeah. That's what I like. So I'm hoping this new series brings more of that in. I know a few people are disappointed because they wanted more of a certain story that they didn't finish. I'm sure they'll get to it eventually. They got the money.
Yeah, absolutely. Dragon Ball is like $1 billion motherfucking shit. So yeah, they got the shit. Big Mike, what you thinking, man? Daima, you running it or you bitch mode activated? What is it?
Getting more than money.
I'm gonna watch it.
Welcome to
but I mean, I kind of like I'm telling Butch, and I'll even say to Bella, I kind of disagree with Bella and Butch, where she said,
I unmuted you.
I don't care.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear. I'd like to hear a difference of opinion. What's going on?
I mean, I liked Dragon Ball, but I wasn't like the keen on the exploring and everything. I always preferred the Dragon Ball Z better.
So you like just fighting?
I like the fighting of the save the world. No,
filthy shonen watchers.
I just like the fighting and the saving of the world, and
I get it.
Everybody has a case, and I thought that was just great. And I also loved Super as well.
Of course, you love Super. You like Z and Super are amongst the same
vein. Fucking.
Well, Super, I mean, they kind of took out a little of the filler where it didn't take 3 days to transform.
Well, yeah, they did. It was like 2 episodes for the transform and fight instead of 17 like Dragon Ball Z. Right.
That's one thing I loved about Super the best, because that I did annoy the shit out of me. Z, where you would see Goku will say start transforming on a Tuesday, but it'll be Friday when he fully goes to Super Saiyan. I'm like, bro, come on.
Right, he's like, my power. Next episode, my power. Next episode, my power. Fuck.
As soon as he transforms on a Friday, and then you hear the narrative, watch Dragon Ball next Monday.
Right.
You see, where's the fight
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Like,
Goku does not transform yet. You're not here. You're going to have to wait 18 more episodes. But this one, Vegeta transforms. Yeah.
And then gets beat up because we hate him.
And he gets
let me just say, I don't hate him, but the writers clearly have something against Vegeta. And it's been proven. They've said it from their own mouth from an interview that he was originally supposed to be the focus, but his pompous attitude that they wrote in is what got him in trouble, which is crazy. You're going to blame a character that you created.
The same people.
You know what? I'm not going to even get into it, but yeah. It's just like, that's crazy. How dare you be how I wrote you?
Right. The same people who effing-tastic claim hated on the day before. It's the same people who hated on Vegeta.
Wow, that's
one thing I would like to see, like if he ever does like another Dragon Ball series, I would like to see Vegeta get his props. Like for once,
like Vegeta get packed up every season. Like I don't understand.
That's what makes me mad. He's my favorite.
It's about time I get my props. I'm sick and tired of getting all the shine. What about me? I'm the Prince of all Saiyan.
It pissed me off so much one day. I think it was the one Dragon Ball movie where he becomes a Golden Frieza, and Vegeta's about to whoop his ass and teach him what. And Goku's like, he talks to Beerus. And he talks to, I can't think of his name, the other dude that, works with Beerus. He's like, can you, reverse time and, tag me in? And here comes Goku. Boop! With the flag. Talks up Golden Frieza. And you hear Vegeta, what the fuck, Goku? I'm like, give this man his props!
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta gets snowballed by Goku.
Vegeta gets snowballed. I'm like, bro.
Vegeta takes Goku's snowball.
That kind of ruins my next question, but
I mean, there's like so many times. I mean, he helped save the world. I'm like, bro, give this man his props.
Listen, he got packed up every time, though. And he needed every Zensu bean Krillin had in order to make it through the motherfucking shit. You know how many continues Vegeta used? Come on, man.
It was like,
and he's never died, though.
Right. What? Who, Vegeta?
Yeah, Vegeta,
he did die.
Well, not in Z, he didn't.
He did die in Z.
Where did he die in Z?
He died in Z, the Majin
Vegeta, right? No, Majin Buu.
It was the Majin Vegeta arc, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it was Majin. Yeah.
Okay, so he died once. Let me see.
Yeah, he did. But
it's been a minute.
I think Goku got packed up a few times, right?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was about to say, in the Majin Vegeta arc, that's when he became Majin Vegeta. And he sacrificed.
I remember that.
Yeah, he sacrificed himself. Right.
Okay, but that's different. The sacrifice is different than getting packed up with a halo based on you getting beat up.
Bro, though, that was so heart-wrenching to me. I cried. I literally cried, bro. Because, he looks at Goku, and he gives him like a light, before he gives him a light karate chop to knock him out, he's like, Goku, tell my son that I love him, blah, blah, blah. And he gives him a light karate chop. He goes over to Buu, goes ultra power to sacrifice himself. And the world's like that part of the world explodes.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm like, bro, that was heart wrenching.
Dang, he asked Goku to go to a sun. That's crazy. I'm gonna stop talking. As I feel the toxic part coming out a little bit.
Oh, it's
so I'm gonna leave Goku alone today. I got beef with Goku.
Hey, don't leave me alone, Bella.
Ew, I can't stand him.
I just want to.
What did I do, Bella? I didn't do anything.
Man, he
James,
appreciate that follow, James, Jessica.
Thank you for the follow, James.
Yeah, in a world built around follows, Jessica James pulls up. Also starring Bad Bella as Bullet Bella. Yeah, so Dragon Ball, make sure you guys go check out the trailers for the new Budokai games as well as Daima. And yeah, let's get the fuck up out of here,
that's
man.
something I can think of real quick. That's one thing I can think of. Bella would be a great Saiyan.
I think she probably make.
I told you I'm in the anime already. I'm launched.
Nah, could you imagine? Nah. Could you imagine, like, you know, the power of, like, Saiyan, going through her veins, and she goes Super Saiyan?
Do you think I'd be a hero?
That would be the next generation of Frieza.
I think you'd be kind of like, Vegeta. You'd be like neutral.
Nah.
I've had comparisons. People say that I line Vegeta.
Like you said, you
got that with Goku nice Black or something. Nah.
Nice shit.
Nah, you fucking up. She would Goku Black, bro.
She probably would.
Or Beerus. One of them.
Yeah. I'd be like, fucking, if I was in that shit, I'd be Cell.
You know what? You're right. You would. That fits your personality. You would be on some pompous bullshit standing there.
Hey, yeah, just for the power.
Just standing there.
It's all part of my design. Great Kia.
Standing in a damn Coliseum.
Like Garlic Jr. or something, or motherfucking. I don't know who the fuck.
You know that? What was that big dude with the sword? That's Mike.
that's the god, right?
The one that chops off. The one that chops off Vegeta's tail in season 1.
Oh, you talking about Yoshijiro or whatever? What the fuck is that dude's name? Yoshijiro or whatever that is.
Jiro.
Yeah, Jiro. Yeah.
I don't remember who that is.
That is kind of.
Let me see.
I mean, I already thought,
Yajirobe.
Yajirobe.
Yeah.
Or I was always
his name. I'm like, he was so like, he was like a one-off. So yeah.
Yeah, I always saw as either Yajirobe,
yeah,
or I was the Bat Go Tanks where they fucked up his.
Where they fucked up the power, yeah, dude.
When they fucked up,
the fusions, yeah.
and he jumps into like
Go Tanks turns into Go Donut or some shit.
Go Donut.
All right, guys, let's get the fuck up out of here, though. Who we rating? Who are we rating?
Chris is live.
Krista Sparkles?
Yeah.
You about to go live?
Yeah, I was getting ready to.
Oh, you I'll wait till you go live. Did I rate you then?
All right, hold on.
Put it. It's bit_cloud gaming, right?
Yes, sir. Hold on.
I was gonna change. I might wear this all day, low key.
What Bella said, comfortability.
If somebody asked me about my shirt, don't ask me about my shirt.
Well,
I'm not gonna like the answer.
Bella, what's up with your shirt?
Oh, that's not good.
It says, hurry the fuck up.
Oh, I see it. It says that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Bella got a nice shirt.
You got an additional question?
Nope. I don't at all. I have no more fucking questions.
You know what, Danny? Nah, scrap that. Not yet. I ain't ready.
Ready? Okay. All right.
You
said Krista Sparkles, right? Because today Big Cloud ain't allowed to rate Krista.
Yeah, Krista's live.
He's a Humble Monk live too.
Oh, Humble Monks live too.
Krista's
Krista. We ain't did Krista in a minute, so let's do Krista.
Yeah.
It's Krista Sparkles, right?
Yes.
Okay. So make sure I got the right person. There it is. All right, make sure you check out Krista Sparkles. Shout out to Big Mike. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Dave D. Shout out to Big Cloud. He was in and out like the burger joint.
Hey man, to make a cheesesteak. I made a bomb mess. I made 2 bomb mess fucking cheesesteaks. Jalapenos on that shit.
It was worth it.
Mike don't know nothing about that.
Shout out to Short, best pod in the business. Yes, we are doing late night at some point. So there it is. All right, guys. Once again, we love you all. We can't do this shit without you. We will holler at everybody later. All right. Love y'all. Enjoy Krista. Peace.
Oh.